The air in Kingston was thick with anticipation, not just for the music, but for the looming question that hung over every dancehall party, every sound clash, every radio wave. Who truly held the crown? Beenie Man, the Doctor, had reigned for years, his charisma and hit after hit solidifying his status. But a new challenger, a force of nature with a gravelly voice and a relentless flow, was rising: Vybz Kartel. The debate wasn't just fan chatter, it was a cultural phenomenon. Every artist, every selector, every patron had an opinion. Beenie Man supporters pointed to his longevity, his global reach, his consistent ability to deliver anthems. Kartel's fans, however, saw a raw, unadulterated talent, a voice of the streets, a revolutionary who wasn't afraid to push boundaries. The tension simmered for months. Sound systems were divided. Media outlets ran endless articles dissecting lyrical prowess and stage presence. It felt like a storm brewing, an inevitable clash that would shake the very foundations of dancehall. Then Vybz Kartel did something unexpected. He didn't engage in a direct lyrical war. He didn't ask for a formal clash. Instead, he decided to silence the debate with something far more potent.
Scotiabank Arena, back to back to back.
13 years in prison, now the king has
We speak free world boss for a long time. Let the world boss is free. So raise a glass and boss comes out to that shit.
I say word, you say boss. Toronto makes some noise for the world boss. Vybz Kartel.
His strategy was meticulous, almost surgical. He began orchestrating a series of concerts, not just in Jamaica, but across the diaspora. These weren't just gigs. They were meticulously planned events, branded with his signature intensity and provocative imagery. He called them the Gaza Empire Takeover. The first takeover was in Kingston. The hype was astronomical. Tickets sold out within hours. The O2 Arena, a venue that had hosted global superstars, was completely packed when Kartel stepped onto the stage, bathed in a spotlight that seemed to emanate from his very being. The roar of the crowd was deafening. He didn't just perform, he commanded. His energy was volcanic, his delivery a torrent of words that captivated every soul in the arena. He unleashed hit after hit, each one met with an ecstatic response. The crowd sang along to every syllable, a unified chorus of adoration. Next, he hit New York. Again, the same story. Madison Square Garden, a hallowed ground for performers, was sold out. The energy was electric. Kartel, now adorned in his signature tattoos and vibrant attire, was a spectacle. He brought out surprise guests, established artists who were clearly showing their allegiance to his burgeoning empire. The visual spectacle, the sheer scale of the production, the raw, unadulterated passion of the fans. It was a testament to his power. The takeovers continued, a global blitz. Toronto, Miami, and the Caribbean. Each show was a sellout, each performance a masterclass in crowd control and lyrical dominance. He wasn't just performing, he was building an army. His fans weren't just listeners, they were disciples. What made it so intriguing was Kartel's subtle brilliance. He never explicitly mentioned Beenie Man in his speeches or on stage. He didn't need to. His actions spoke louder than any diss track. By consistently selling out massive venues, by drawing larger crowds than anyone else, by commanding such unwavering loyalty, he was effectively demonstrating his supremacy. The sheer volume of his success made the debate almost irrelevant. When you can fill arenas across the globe, when your fans are that passionate, when your music resonates on such a massive scale, what is there left to argue about? He also leveraged social media with unprecedented skill. His cryptic posts, his unfiltered pronouncements, his iconic imagery, they all fueled the narrative. He created a mystique around himself, a larger-than-life persona that transcended mere musical talent. He was a movement, Beenie Man, a seasoned veteran, understood the shift. While he continued to perform and release music, the energy had undeniably moved. The King of Dancehall title, once a mantle worn with undisputed authority, was now being challenged not by a rival, but by an overwhelming tide of popular acclaim. The Gaza Empire takeovers weren't just concerts. They were a carefully orchestrated campaign of dominance. Kartel didn't defeat Beenie Man in a lyrical battle. He simply outgrew the need for one. He built his empire, brick by brick, show by show, until the question of who was the king was no longer a debate, but a foregone conclusion for a generation of fans who had been swept up in the intoxicating power of Vybz Kartel. The silence that followed wasn't one of defeat, but of awe. The king had been crowned not by proclamation, but by the thunderous applause of a sold-out world.